All right, 3 minutes or less. What's a storm? What is a winter storm? Do we even get these things anymore? All right, everyone's talking about this winter storm here. Let's start off. First of all, it is difficult for me to get behind large snowfall values with the size of this storm. This is not a big storm. I mean, if we just look at it here with its radar footprint, it's not a big storm. If I look at it here with its kind of pressure readings here, it's not a big storm. It's this storm right here that's going to swoop over to us. Not none of this down here. So, where are these big 7 inch, 10 inch snowfall values coming? I think it's probably dealing with the fact that like Erie and Ontario, I don't, are they frozen over? I don't think they're totally frozen over. And so maybe we're picking up some lake effect here or something like that. But before I go to the next part of this, in summary, it's difficult for me to get behind big snowfall values for this storm here. It's not a big storm. I don't see where the moisture is coming from. It's difficult for me to get behind that. Okay, there's a separate thing that we should just talk about. Most people, when they hear the term jet stream, they think of one jet stream, but actually there's a series of jet streams on our planet. And what we have going on here is the two jet streams, the northern or polar jet and then the southern subtropical jet. These are the two jet streams that tend to impact the United States. And there's this kind of big depression here in the middle, which is forcing this polar jet to kind of intrude on the northeast of the U.S. And just in general, these jet streams are just shifted a little bit further south than we would typically see this year. Like for example, this subtropical jet oftentimes is gonna bring us a lot of winter storms, or at least storms will ride on this and then maybe jump into the polar. But we're seeing if you're paying attention, all of the weather we are experiencing. Look where our weather's coming from. We are experiencing what you would expect out of like north central Canada here, really cold and really dry. And then the states south of us are getting what we would normally get, which would be seasonally appropriate temperatures and tons of snow. So as the planet warms and we kind of exit winter and start to head into spring here, these jet streams will shift north again and we will return to seasonally appropriate temperatures and storms with precipitation in them. Right now, I mean, if you live in New York, you're basically living in central Canada as far as the weather is concerned, because that's where the air is flowing to us from. So, in summary, the shifting jet streams here has a lot to do with the weird weather, the dry and cold weather that we're getting this year, and the forecasts of tons of snow for this storm right here. I don't know. It's tough for me to get behind. Now, look, of course, some places are going to get hammered with lake effect. But as far as like the greater kind of northeast kind of image here, I think it's really difficult to forecast a bunch of snow in the northeast off of this storm that we're seeing here. So we'll see. But I bet you if you get a bunch of snow, it's going to be lake effect and not necessarily the direct result of this system, more that it's picking up moisture off the lakes. We'll see.